Good evening, guys. Do you want me to switch off the fan if there's too much noise? Good evening. Do you want me to switch off the fan if there's too much noise? Wait, I'll just switch off the fan. Just a second. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Okay, can you hear me properly now? Good evening, guys. Good evening. How are you all doing? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. My audio and my video is all right? Is my audio and my video all right? Good evening. Good evening. Can you all hear me properly? Okay, guys, once again a very warm good evening to each one of you. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend, the extended weekend, and I hope your Janmashtami has gotten into you a nice positive energy to get through the week. I hope you're all doing great, you're all healthy, happy, in the best of your health. Let's start this class and let's ensure that all the questions that are there, we do it with we try and do it properly, and read the question very carefully, guys. As I always say, it's been literally 15 to 20 days since we've been doing comprehension now. I want you all to be very cautious. I don't want you all to get any question wrong now. Yes, we're going to be doing about, just a second, we're going to be doing about 5 passages. Yes, we'll be doing about 5 passages. I want you all to participate. Tell me what the correct answer is. On that note, let's start, guys. Just one quick announcement before starting. 1st September se नए batches start हो रहे हैं. So do enroll for the batch you think is best suited for you. There's 1-year batch. There's there's going to be complete syllabus coverage in this one. There's going to be live classes by top educators, and there'll be NCRT plus prelims test series. And guys, one more quick announcement. Now this learner's journey is really going to help you fine-tune your preparations. It's going to be starting on the 1st of September and it's going to be ending on the 16th of September, right? You're going to have complete comprehensive coverage of your foundation course, and then you're going to have a lot of boosters and mock test that is going to help you with your 2022 prelims. So this is a roadmap that you can go ahead with. On that note, let's start. As we all know, guys, har saal reading comprehension it constitutes about 25 to 30 questions, yes, every year, and it's very important. It constitutes a major chunk, and few things that you should know before attempting any passage is that do not come up with your preconceived knowledge. Do not apply your GS1 knowledge to your GS2 paper. You need to be very careful in that regard. Answer exactly what the question is asking, right? And try and read as much as possible. जितनी बार आप passage को read करोगे और generally भी जितना आप reading करोगे उससे better रहेगा. मैं ये रोज points revise कराती हूँ, बिकॉज कोई भी अगर नया बच्चा है, द पर्सन हैज़ टू नो दीज, राइट? एंड इम्पोर्टेंट कीवर्ड जो है गाइज उसको मार्क करना नहीं भूलेगा, ठीक है? ऑन दैट नोट आई एम स्टार्टिंग द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. दिस इज अ 2018 पैसेज. कैन आई गेट अ थम्स अप फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ यू सो दैट आई नो वी आर ऑल रेडी फॉर द क्लास? यस, कैन आई गेट अ फाइनल थम्स अप फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ यू प्लीज? A final thumbs up from all of you, please, so that I can start. I'm just switching on another light. तब तक आप लोग start करो. Tell me, give me a thumbs up. Okay, guys, perfect. I've gotten the thumbs up. Okay, let's start. Okay. Yes, so the first very question on your screen is regarding the assumptions. Assumptions छोड़ती नहीं है, हाँ? Assumptions पूछ रहा है guys, ये assumptions. ठीक है? So you need to tell me the assumptions that we can get out of this passage. ठीक है? Let's go through the passage. Yes, the passage goes, Around 56 million years ago, the Atlantic Ocean had not fully opened, and animals, perhaps including our primitive ancestors, could walk from Asia to North America, through Europe, and across Greenland. Earth was warmer than it is today, but as your Paleocene epoch gave way to Eocene, it was about to get much warmer still, rapidly and radically. The cause was a massive geologically sudden release of carbon. During this period called Paleocene, Ecocene thermal maximum, or PETM, the carbon injected into the atmosphere was roughly the amount that would be injected today if humans burned all the Earth's reserves of coal, oil and natural gas. The PETM lasted for about 1,50,000 years until the excess carbon was reabsorbed. It brought on drought, floods, insect plagues, and a few extinctions. Life on Earth survived. Indeed, it prospered, but it was drastically different. Okay, let's go ahead. Yes, let's see the assumptions. We can go through the passage once again if you think one time read is not enough. Yes, let's see what the assumptions are being asked here. First, global warming has a bearing on the planet's biological evolution. Second, separation of land masses causes the release of huge quantities of carbon into the atmosphere. Third, increased warming of Earth's atmosphere can change the composition of its flora and fauna. And fourth, the present man-made global warming will finally lead to conditions similar to those which happened 56 million years ago. What are the valid assumptions? Let's read the passage once again, guys. Around 56 million years ago, the Atlantic Ocean had not fully opened, and animals, perhaps including our primitive ancestors, could walk from Asia to North America, through Europe and across Greenland. Earth was warmer than it is today, but as the Paleocene epoch gave way to Ecocene, it was about to get much warmer still, rapidly and radically. The cause was a massive geologically sudden release of carbon. During this period called Paleocene, Ecocene thermal maximum, or PETM, the carbon injected into the atmosphere was roughly the amount that would be injected today if humans burnt all the Earth's reserves of coal, oil and natural gas. The PETM lasted for about 1,50,000 years until the excess carbon was reabsorbed. It brought on droughts, floods, insect plagues and a few extinctions. Life on Earth survived. Indeed, it prospered, but it was drastically different. Yes, guys, let's see what the assumptions here could be. Siddharth, good evening everybody, good evening. Yes, tell me the answer to this, guys. Okay, C, okay. Okay, final answer. D, okay. D, okay. You want me to read again? I've read it twice. You want me to read it again? एक बार पीछे जाके देख लो ना, एक बार मेरा रीडिंग एक बार. अच्छा जिमी, आपको ना रेजोल्यूशन ठीक करनी पड़ेगी. दैट इज़ वाई इट्स कमिंग ब्लर. ट्राई एंड मेक द रेजोल्यूशन प्रॉपर. मतलब रेजोल्यूशन को थोड़ा इंक्रीज करके देखो, फिर ब्लर नहीं आएगा डेफिनेटली. हाँ, Tell me the answer. You okay? Most of you going with C, D, C. Okay, passage. Okay, here's the passage. Go through it again. Okay, Ankit, I'll do that. Okay, I'll use black color for the questions. Sure. Yes, what is the answer to this? Guys, the answer, final answer, anyone? The final answer is C. All of you who were confused, guys, C is the correct answer. अब एक बात बताओ मुझे fourth वाला, the present man-made global warming, that's how I did it. Fourth one I eliminated quickly, right? The present man-made global warming will finally lead to the conditions similar to those that happened 56 million years ago. No, this passage nowhere is indicating that it will lead to similar conditions. Similar conditions कहाँ से आ गई, guys? Similar conditions की बारे में बात ही नहीं हो रही है. It's just saying कि warmer था than it is today. It's not saying similar conditions at all. That is why if you eliminate B and D, you're left with A and C. So A, of course, the first statement is right. Global warming has a bearing on the planet's biological evolution. Definitely. That is what this passage is about. It's a passage on global warming. Yes. And the third one, increased warming of Earth's atmosphere can change the composition. Yes, of course, it can change the composition. ये देखो ना, it brought on droughts, floods, insect plagues. Of course, it will change the composition of the flora and fauna. That is why third one is absolutely correct here. Now, second one, separation of landmass causes the release of huge quantities of carbon into the atmosphere. एक बात बताओ, separation of landmass के तो बारे में कहीं बात ही नहीं हुई है. Separation of landmass, nowhere it is talking about. Yeah, so the most specific answer is C, guys. It was an easy question. It wasn't. Hello Krishna, good evening. I hope you're doing great. You're in the best of your health. Okay, we've just finished the first passage. We are now heading towards the second passage. Yes. Now the second passage is asking again the assumptions. Assumptions आज हम 2 दिन से हमारे पीछे ही नहीं छोड़ रहे हैं. Okay. Yes. Let's see what the assumptions are. Madam, it asks assumptions how can be eliminated. See, you can eliminate assumption because when the author is saying something, as per the passage, you can eliminate the fact that, the fourth statement, if you see, for example, it is saying that the present man-made global warming will finally lead to conditions similar to that happened 56 million years ago. क्यों भाई 50 million years ago वाला तो कोई point आया ही नहीं है. It's not saying कि conditions similar हो जाएंगे. It's just saying it was warmer than right now. That's all it's trying to say. Yes, Sanjay Kumar. So that's how, as per the author's assumptions, you're going to churn out the assumptions that are actually there. Fourth वाला assumption है ही नहीं. It's a very, very vague fact that they have thrown. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead with the next question now. It is again asking assumptions. Let's see what the passage is saying. Again, climate change passage. All actions to address climate change ultimately involve cost. Funding is vital in order for countries like India to design and implement adaptation and mitigation plans and projects. The problem is more severe for developing countries like India, which would be one of the hardest hit by climate change given its need to finance development. Most countries do indeed treat climate change as real threat and are striving to address it in a more comprehensive and integrated manner with the limited sources at their disposal. Yes, in that context, guys, tell me what the correct answer is. ये basically climate change के context में बात कर रहा है. Yes, I'll read it again, guys. All actions to address climate change ultimately involve cost. Funding is vital in order for countries like India to design and implement adaptation and mitigation plans and projects. The problem is more severe for developing countries like India, which would be one of the hardest hit by climate change given its need to finance development. Most countries do indeed treat climate change as real threat and are striving to address it in a more comprehensive and integrated manner with the limited sources at their disposal. Okay, now what are the assumptions as per the author? First, climate change is not a challenge for developed countries. Second, climate change is a complex policy issue and also a development issue for many countries. Third, ways and means of finance must be fought to enable developing countries to enhance their adaptive capacity. Which assumptions are valid, guys? Tell me. Guys, ये found होना चाहिए, found. Yeah. To enable developing countries to enhance their adaptive capacity. Yes, guys, final answer to this. Once again, all of you have joined in later. Good evening, guys. I hope you're doing great. We're on the second passage and we are discussing this particular passage and the assumptions that are made in this regard. Yes, tell me the answer. Okay, Sanjay is going with B. Shelar is going with B. Okay, C. Yes, guys, final answer. C, okay. Okay. All the best. Come on. Oh, I want everyone else to answer as well. Tell me the answer. C, okay. C. Final answer. Guys, the final answer is C. Good job, guys. You guys now, today I can say with conviction that assumptions वाले questions अब आप लोग पेपर में definitely गलत नहीं करके आओगे. You guys, most of you are correct. C is the correct answer. 2 and 3, guys. First one, I'm sure you've easily eliminated, right? Because climate change is not a challenge. भाई ऐसा तो नहीं बोला है. Because it's a challenge for developing countries does not make it an assumption that it's not a challenge for developed countries at all. Of course not. है ना? तो पहली statement अगर आप eliminate करते हो, you know 3 for sure is there, right? Now you're saying कि भाई BC में चलो देखते हैं क्या है. ठीक है? Now अगर हम देखें second वाला, climate change is a complex policy issue and also a development issue for many countries. Yes. ये देखो funding again, all of this is related to policy decisions only, right? All of this is related to policy and all of that. That's an assumption that is fairly right. Yes, your okay, Nivedita, it's because of me that we are correct. Nivedita, this really means a lot. But honestly, guys, I think I've seen you, like I've seen majority of you all going with C. It's so happy to see that after so long, you know, हमारे assumptions के questions mostly इतने गलत होते थे. So now that we've gotten a hang of it, of course I'll be happy, right? Yes. Now, the second statement is absolutely an assumption. Absolutely an assumption. ठीक है? And third one, of course, is an assumption, right? Ways and means of finance. बिल्कुल यही तो बात हो रही है. Ways and means of finance must be found to enable developing countries to enhance their adaptive capacity. बिल्कुल. Okay. Good job, guys. I'm proud of you. Good job. Let's go ahead with the next passage now. But before that, just a small announcement. 1st September से नई बैचेस स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं. It's going to be a 70-hour course for 360-degree coverage of your current affairs in a crisp and effective manner, right? And there's going to be multiple coverage of multiple sources like the Hindu, Indian Express, PIB, all of that. Okay. And guys, a crash course is also starting. बहुत कम दिन रह गए. So if you want to take the crash course, you can. It will help you fine-tune your preparations. Okay, let's go ahead with the third passage now. Let's see what this is asking. What is the most crucial and logical inference that can be made from the above passage? Yes, let's see what is the most crucial and logical inference. Okay, so इसमें inference पूछ रहा है. Most crucial and and logical inference. Yes. Okay, let's go through the passage once. Cooking with biomass and coal in India is now recognized to cause major health problems, with women and children in poor populations facing the greatest risk. There are more than 10 lakh premature deaths each year from household air pollution due to polluting cooking fuels, with another 1.5 lakh due to their contribution to general outdoor air pollution in the country. Although the fraction of the Indian population using clean cooking fuels such as LPG, natural gas and electricity is slowly rising, the number using your polluting solid fuels as their primary cooking fuel has remained static for nearly 30 years at about 70 crore. Okay, let's go through the passage quickly once more. Cooking with biogas and coal in India is now recognized to cause major health problems, with women and children in poor populations facing the greatest threat. There are more than 10 lakh premature deaths each year from household air pollution due to polluting cooking fuels, with another 1.5 lakh due to their contribution to general outdoor air pollution in the country. Although the fraction of this Indian population using clean cooking fuels such as LPG, natural gas and electricity is slowly rising, the number using polluting solid fuels as their primary cooking fuel has remained static for nearly 30 years at about 70 crore. What is the most logical, rational and crucial inference from this passage that you can gauge? A. Rural people are giving up the use of polluting for your solid fuels due to their increasing awareness of health hazards. B. Subsidizing the use of clean cooking fuels will solve the problem of India's indoor air pollution. Third, India should increase its import of natural gas and produce more electricity. And D. Access to cooking gas can reduce premature deaths in poor households. Tell me the answer, guys. B, okay. Yes, final answer. ध्यान से guys, ध्यान से. Yes, question. B, okay. D, okay. Guys, inference. Guys, the answer to this is D. The answer to this is D. Yes, access to cooking gas can reduce premature deaths and in poor households. That's the main inference, right? This, guys, whoever is going with B, that's a solution, Baba. That's a solution. Subsidizing the use of clean cooking fuels will solve the problem of India's indoor air pollution. This is complete solution. You cannot go with B. Third one, India should increase its import of natural gas. Again, that's an assumption. Moreover, right? That could be an assumption per se. And A, rural people are giving up the use of polluting solid fuels due to the increasing awareness of health hazards. That's not, again, that's an assumption. That's an assumption. Yes, that's an assumption. Again, that rural people will have to give up, and इसमें ऐसा बोल भी नहीं रहा है कि give up कर रहे हैं per se, right? They're just saying कि they're recognizing the health hazards associated with it. So even if this was true, it would be an assumption, right? But this one, however, access to cooking gas can reduce premature deaths. That is the crux, right? Let's read the passage again. Cooking with biomass and coal in India is now recognized to cause major health problems with women and children in poor populations. There are more than 10 lakh premature, there are more than 10 lakh premature deaths every year from household air pollution due to polluting cooking fuels, with another 1.5 lakh due to their contribution to general outdoor air pollution in the country. That is the inference, guys. यही तो imply कर रहे हैं ये passage से. Although the fraction of the Indian population using clean cooking fuels such as LPG, natural gas and electricity is slowly rising, the number using polluting solid fuels as their primary cooking fuel has remained static for nearly 30 years. Yes, so access to cooking gas can reduce the premature. That's the solution. I mean, that's the inference per se. Yes. Jeevna, a playlist, I'll send it to you on my Telegram channel. Yes, the playlist you'll get. मैं रोज 4 to 5 CSAT Comprehension पे class लेती हूँ, so you can go through that. Okay, yes, this is mainly in English. अगर किसी को कुछ बिल्कुल नहीं समझ आता है, then मैं उस हिंदी में समझा देती हूँ. But mainly this lecture is in English. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead with the next question. I hope you've gotten a better hang of it. Yes, can I get a thumbs up from all of you, please? So that I know you're all understanding. Yes, Jeevna, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Okay? Anything else? Can I get a final thumbs up from all of you, please, so that I can go ahead with the next passage? That is. Okay, guys, good. I'm happy a lot of you went ahead with D. I think only a few students didn't go with D. But good, guys. I'm seeing the improvement. Well done. Okay, let's go ahead with the next passage now. Let's see what this passage is trying to ask. This passage is by वही फिर logical and rational inference पूछना चाह रहा है. Most logical and rational inference. ओके, चलो लेट्स गो अहेड. एक तो ये सारे आज क्लाइमेट चेंज के हो रहे हैं. ओके, सो क्लाइमेट चेंज में एक्चुअली बेनिफिट सम प्लांट्स बाय lengthening growing seasons and increasing carbon dioxide. Yet other effects of a warmer world, such as more pests, droughts, flooding, will be less benign. How will the world adapt? Researchers project that by 2050, suitable croplands for 4 commodities, your maize, potatoes, rice and wheat, will shift, and in some cases pushing farmers to plant new crops. Some farmlands may benefit from warming, but others won't. Climate alone does not dictate yields. Political shifts, global demand and agricultural practices will influence how farms fare in the future. Right? Yes, sir. Inference means crux will be the message. Message में हम word crux समझेंगे. Inference is कि भाई इससे क्या outcome आ रहा है, मतलब क्या इसका तात्पर्य है. What is coming out of this passage? More like that. Okay. Yes. Now tell me. Let's read this passage again once quickly. Climate change may actually benefit some plants by lengthening growing seasons and increasing carbon dioxide. Yet other effects of a warmer world, such as more pests, droughts and floods, will be less benign. How will the world adapt? Researchers project that by 2050, suitable croplands for 4 commodities, maize, potatoes, rice and wheat, will shift, in some cases pushing farmers to plant new crops. Some farmlands may benefit from warming, but others won't. Climate alone does not dictate yields. Political shifts and global demand and agricultural practices will influence how farms fare in the future. Yes, benign. I'll tell you. एक बार इसका question पढ़ लेते हैं. Just telling you. Which of the following is the most logical and rational inference that can be made from the above passage? If farmers who modernize their methods and diversify their fields will be in an advantageous position in future. B. Climate change will adversely affect the crop diversity. Third, shifting major crops to new croplands will lead to an increase in the total area under cultivation and thus an increase in an overall agricultural production. And D, climate change is the most important factor affecting the agricultural economy in the future. Yes, tell me the answer, guys. Okay, yeah, sorry. Nivedita had asked benign. Benign का मतलब होता है will be less gentle, like very very it'll be less gentle and kind. ऐसे gentle की context में समझ सकते हो. ठीक है? The fact that yet other effects of a warmer world such as pests, droughts and floods will be less gentle on the earth like that. Okay? Yes. D. See, Jeevna, you will have to keep practicing and keep reading to get your CSAT on track. And जितना आप logical reasoning और ये सब practice करोगे आपका वो area strong होगा और जितना आप passages practice और read करोगे उतना आपका passages strong होगा. Yeah? D, okay. D, okay. C. C, okay. Final answer. A. Confusion between A and C. Okay, एक बार passage और देख लो. B, okay. Final answer, guys. Guys, इसका आंसर है A. इसका आंसर है ए. वंदना, जिमी, यू गाइज आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट. थोड़ा सा टफ था, आई एग्री. बट गाइज ये जो फार्मर्स हु मॉडर्नाइज, गाइज मैंने क्या बोला था, क्या तात्पर्य है, क्या आउटकम होना चाहिए इस पैसेज का. तो आउटकम तो यही है ना, इन्फ्लुएंस तो यही है. फार्मर्स हु मॉडर्नाइज देयर मेथड्स एंड डाइवर्सिफाई देयर फील्ड्स विल बी एट एन एडवांटेजेस पोजिशन. यही तो इन्फ्लुएंस है पैसेज का. क्लाइमेट चेंज विल एडवर्सली इफेक्ट द क्रॉप डाइवर्सिटी. दैट्स जस्ट अ फैक्ट. That's just a fact. Then the third, shifting major crops to new croplands will lead. Again, this is an assumption. And D, climate change is the most important factor, is again an assumption. ये कहीं लिखा तो नहीं हुआ है. The answer is A, guys. Yes, again एक बार मैं passage आपको go through करा देती हूँ. Climate change may actually benefit some plants by lengthening growing seasons and increasing CO2. Yet other effects of a warmer world such as pests, droughts, floods will be less benign. How will the world adapt? Researchers project that by 2050, sustainable croplands from four commodities, maize, potatoes, rice and wheat, will shift, and in some cases pushing farmers to plant new crops. Some farmlands may benefit from warming, but others won't. Climate alone does not dictate yields. देखो, climate alone does not dictate yields. तो ये वाली जो ये है, climate change is the most important factor. Absolutely not. ये डी तो बिल्कुल एलिमिनेट कर सकते थे हम, ठीक है. एंड क्लाइमेट अलोन डज नॉट, यस सर, पॉलिटिकल शिफ्ट्स, ग्लोबल डिमांड इन एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिसेस विल इन्फ्लुएंस हाउ फार्मर्स फेयर इन द फ्यूचर, राइट. सो इन दैट कॉन्टेक्स्ट इफ यू सी inference will be A, right. Farmers who modernize their methods and diversify their fields will be in an advantageous position in future. Yes, A is the correct answer in that regard. जो फार्मर्स हैं अगर वो अपने मॉडर्नाइज करेंगे मेथड्स को, डाइवर्सिफाई करेंगे फील्ड्स को, दे विल डेफिनेटली बी इन अ बेटर पोजिशन, राइट. एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट दे से. ये देखो ना, farmers to plant new crops, in some cases pushing farmers to plant new crops, which will then become an edge for these farmers. Yes, did you guys understand? समझी क्यों why it's A and not B, C and D? Yes, see B1 climate, that could be like a message or a fact. It cannot be an inference, no. ठीक है, चलो, let's go ahead with the last passage on your screens. Clear, guys? Can I get a yes or a no from all of you so that I know you all understood all the passages till here and you guys are getting the confidence to do the passages? Can I get a yes? समझी क्यों? Okay. What about others? Yes. What about others? What about others? Nivedita has understood. What about others? Yes or a no, guys? Final yes or a no? Okay, perfect. Others, guys, quickly yes or no. इतना टाइम नहीं लेना होता. समझी क्यों? Okay. ठीक है then. Let's go ahead with the next passage now. The last passage of this session, I think. नहीं, इसके बाद एक और छोटा सा passage है. हाँ. Let's see what this passage is asking. What is the most logical, rational and scientific inference? अब कहोगे मैम पहले assumptions करा रही थी, अब inference पे अटक गई मैम. Rational, logical and scientific inference. मैं इसको आउटकम बोलती हूँ, मुझे इससे ज़्यादा क्लैरिटी मिलती है. चलो, लेट्स सी. अ बैट्स विंग्स मे लुक लाइक शीट्स ऑफ स्किन, बट अंडरनीथ अ बैट हैज़ द सेम 5 fingers as an orangutan or a human, as well as a wrist connected to the same cluster of wrist bones connected to the same long bones of the arm. What can be more curious than that the hand of a man formed for grasping, that of a mole for digging, the leg of the horse, the paddle of the porpoise, and the wing of the bat should all be constructed on the same pattern. ठीक है, ध्यान से guys, ये मैं वापस पढ़ रही हूँ, don't worry. Yes, what is the most logical, rational and scientific inference? Different species are having a similar structure of hands is an example of biodiversity. Limbs being used by different species for different kinds of work is an example of biodiversity. Third, man and the aforementioned animals have similar structure of limbs as an example of coincidence in evolution. And the man and the aforementioned animals have a shared evolutionary history. Okay, let's see. A bat's wings may look like sheets of skin, but underneath the bat has the same 5 fingers as an orangutan or a human, as well as a wrist connected to the same cluster of wrist bones, long bones of the arm. What can be more curious than the hand of a man formed for grasping, that of a mole for digging, the leg of the horse, the paddle of the porpoise, and the wing of the bat should all be constructed on the same pattern? Select the correct answer. Most logical, scientific and rational inference. Yes guys, final answer. Okay, D. Everyone's going with D. Guys, the correct answer is D. Easy था ये. Come on, guys. This was an easy one. अब देखो पहला तो बायोडाइवर्सिटी देखो मैंने बायोडाइवर्सिटी देखी दोनों ही हटा दी. भाई ये बायोडाइवर्सिटी के बारे में बात ही नहीं कर रहा. अब बात ही नहीं हो रही है बायोडाइवर्सिटी के बारे में. ठीक है. और ये C और D जो है C में कोइंसिडेंस देखो ये बोल रहा है व्हाट कैन बी मोर क्यूरियस और यहाँ साइंटिफिक पूछ रहा है. साइंटिफिक गाइस साइंटिफिक में coincidence didn't go down well with me, so then I went with shared evolutionary history. Yes, so D is the correct answer in that regard. Easy tha guys. This was, I think, most of you all of you mostly got it right. Good guys, good job. Yes, so D is the correct answer. I think this was an easy one. Chalo, good. Let's go ahead with the last passage of this session. Let's see what this passage is asking. What is the most important implication? Chalo, kuch to badla. Most important implication. Yes. Tell me guys, what is the most important implication? Scientific knowledge has its dangers, but so has every great thing. Over and beyond the dangers with which it threatens the present, it opens up as nothing else can. The vision of a possible happy future. A world without poverty, without war, with little illness. Science, whatever unpleasant consequences it may have, by the way, is in its very nature a liberator. Most important implication. A happy world is a dream of science. B, science only can build a happy world, but it is also the only major threat. Third, a happy world is not possible without science. And D, a happy world is not at all possible with or without science. Yes guys, tell me the answer to this. Scientific knowledge, I'll read it once again. Scientific knowledge has its dangers, but so has every great thing. Over and beyond the dangers with which it threatens the present, it opens up as nothing else can the vision of a possible happy world. A world without poverty, without war, with little illness. Science, whatever unpleasant consequences it may have, by the way, in its very nature, a liberator. Tell me the answer, guys. A implication. A B, okay. Guys, the answer to this is C. The answer, implication पूछ रहा है guys. I know this was a little confusing. The answer is C. A happy world is not possible without science is what they're trying to say, right? It's the passage is revolving around scientific knowledge. See, वापस पढ़ रही हूँ मैं. Scientific knowledge has its dangers, but so has every great thing. Over and beyond the dangers with it threatens the present, it opens up as nothing else can. The vision of a possible happy world. A world without poverty, without war, with little illness. Science, whatever unpleasant consequences it may have, may be the very nature, its very nature a liberator. Now, this is what the passage is trying to say, na baba? Imply तो passage यही कर रहा है that a happy world is not possible without science. Dream of science थोड़ा आपको बहुत वो नहीं लग रहा है? Implication, imply तो dream of the science ये कैसे रहा? हाँ नहीं ड्रीम ऑफ साइंस इज़ वेरी 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 वेग है ना. दिस इज आई मीन साइंटिफिक नॉलेज के बारे में बात हो रही है और ये कह रहा है कि अ हैप्पी वर्ल्ड इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल. दैट्स द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट. इम्प्लीकेशन का क्या मतलब होता है? व्हाट इज मतलब व्हाट इज बीइंग अंडरस्टूड फ्रॉम द पैसेज. व्हाट इज बीइंग, मैं आप लिख भी रही हूँ, व्हाट इज बीइंग अंडरस्टूड फ्रॉम द पैसेज. implication understood from the passage. ठीक है? In that context, if you see, C is the correct answer. A happy world is not possible without science. Science can only build a happy world, but it's also the only major threat. Science only can build a happy world. ये कहाँ लिखा है? Science only can build a happy world. It opens up, nothing else can, the vision of a possible happy world. A world without poverty, without war, with little illness. It's not only implication थोड़ी है. A happy world is not at all possible with or without science. Absolutely not. Or A or C, I know you guys were confused, but the answer is C, because A, dream of science is very, very dreamy. The dream of science is very, very dreamy, no? That is why we'll go with C. The answer key of UPSC is C, guys. This is a 2018 PYQ. Threat भी है, but science only can build a happy world is absolutely not an implication. That is, अगर ये implication होती तो ये सिर्फ happy science नहीं enough है to make build a happy world. It is the same. It is one of the things. ठीक है, तो you need to be a little careful with the wording. ठीक है, समझ आया. Got it? So guys, these were the 5 passages. 6 passages. I'm really happy with the progress that we've been making. I have seen you guys grow. Now I want an honest opinion from all of you. Do you all want me to continue reading comprehension for the next month also, or do you want me to revamp, or do you want me to come up with something else? I'm open to all suggestions. Let me know. You guys want me to continue? You'll all be there every day. ठीक है, then we'll continue with CSAT every single day. 4 to 5, Monday to Friday. Let's continue with CSAT. Saturday, Sunday booster sessions रख लेंगे. Marathon revision of environment and ecology. Marathon revision of your anything, your science and technology, all of that. है ना? ठीक है, तो वंदना, okay. So this we will continue from 4 to 5. Weekends we'll keep for any booster sessions. ठीक है? So okay, this is the standard operating procedure. ठीक है guys, I'm clear. Every day we will be there. Perfect, Sanjay Kumar. Yes, I think in the next 10 days you guys will become a pro in passages. मुझे देखना भी नहीं पड़ेगा, आप लोग सही आंसर दे रहे होंगे, है ना? चलो. Yes guys, so just quickly want to tell you, combat is going to be happening every Sunday, as you all know. बहुत अच्छा Sunday ही अभी गया है, and I'm sure you must have all given combat. Also guys, price hike होने वाली है, तो अगर अभी तक आप लोगों ने सब्सक्रिप्शन नहीं ली है, please use the code PRAT live and avail the benefits. Okay, thank you ma'am. Jai Hind. Assumption is going wrong for last. Yes Bhagyashree, but now it will not. अब आपको इतनी प्रैक्टिस हो गई assumptions की समझने में कि अब आप गलतियाँ नहीं करोगे. You बहुत कम गलतियाँ करोगे. ठीक है? Okay. So also guys, comprehensive coverage till means जो है only few days are left. So please do enroll for it and use the code PRAT live. Yes, and yeah. You're going to get 20 books absolutely free of cost if you take the subscription. और आपको ये अब हिंदी में भी मिलेंगी. ठीक है? So please use the code PRAT live and avail the benefits. There's Iconic and there's Plus. Iconic has personal guidance, test analysis, expert guidelines, study material and study planner. Plus has live classes, weekly tests, structured courses and unlimited access to these courses. So please use the code PRAT live and avail the benefits. Yes, you'll get better. Bhagyashree, don't worry. देखो, कभी कभी मेरे भी गलत हो जाते हैं, despite the fact that I've done so much practice to teach you guys. Even then there are these few passages where even I am thrown off, you know. So it's okay. You need to, then that is where practice will help. है ना? There are going to be passages where you will get stuck, but that once you keep doing it, keep practicing, you will get a hang of it. Playlist I'll send. Jeevna, I'll send the playlist for sure. Just give me time till tonight. I'll send the playlist on my Telegram channel. ठीक है? Okay. Anything else? Yeah, anything else that you guys would want me to specify, clarify, anything, any other tip that you guys want for CSAT? I'm seeing you guys improving, and I'm really happy about that. Yeah. Let's go onwards and upwards from here. Let's ensure that every passage from here we try and get like 95% accuracy, at least not, if not 100. Yes, I have trust in you guys. You guys have been doing a brilliant job, guys. Any other doubt, any other clarification कि मैम कितना फोकस करना चाहिए हमें LR पे, लॉजिकल रीजनिंग पे, या कितना फोकस हमें बेसिक न्यूमरेसी पे करना चाहिए? यू गाइस कैन आस्क मी एनी डाउट इफ यू हैव. टेलीग्राम चैनल लिंक I'll send it. ठीक है? हाँ, एनीथिंग एल्स? You can just write Prashasti Arora course Savi, you'll get it. Okay, anything else guys? Any other doubt? Any other query? Yes sir, let's ensure that we make the next 10-15 days even more productive. We ensure that all the passages we are doing we are getting it right. Yes. Now we'll do a mock test on my Unacademy platform where I'll be taking a class on a mock test. So I'll see you all at 5. Any other doubt? Any other query? Any other confusion? Okay guys, then I'm wrapping up. I'll see you all in the next 4 minutes on my other class on the other side of the screen on Unacademy platform. Lovely teaching you guys. You guys have been a brilliant lot guys. Take care. Do not forget to share, subscribe this video, and of course click the thumbs up if you've liked the video, if you like the way I teach, if you like the way I have been teaching since the past few days. If you guys have any constructive feedback as to how I can improve these lectures guys, let me know. If there's anything else that you guys want me to do, I'll help you out in full capacity guys. Is there any other doubt, any other query, any other confusion? You can let me know. Otherwise I'll wrap up in the next 1 minute. Thank you guys, you've been a brilliant lot. You've been very nice and responsive guys. Thank you so much for your time, for your efforts. May you all be blessed. Once again, may you all be blessed with tremendous amount of positive energy. May all your efforts manifest into productivity. May you all be very productive and healthy and happy. This is it from my side guys. Stay healthy, stay happy. See you all in the next class. Bye bye guys. See you.